Friends and horror fans to another video, where today I'll be going over Project T, building it little by little. For context, for those who don't know, what is Project T? Project T was a cancelled Dead by Daylight expansion game, spin-off game, that was going to play like a Left 4 Dead style horde-based shooter. They got as far as designs, survivors, all sorts of stuff, but it got cancelled. Never got an actual name, so it's going to continue to be Project T listed, but whatever. So today we'll be going over the modes, the core game. So we're going to stick with the core game being a sort of Left 4 Dead style endless mode. So the main mode is just a Left 4 Dead style, get to the room, finish the thing, whatever. With the side mode being the endless version of the sort of Left 4 Dead style gameplay, where it's just hold out as long as you can. Endless horde-based, right? However, I would like to tack on a round-based mode as well, that is based on like sort of COD zombie style philosophy, where every round you survive you get upgrades and rewards and things that are more roguelike to add to the replayability. And from there I would also add objective-based, similar to Vanguard Zombies, where it's sort of same thing you're doing, but you also can progress and get rewards by doing objectives, like that'll cycle and be random every time. Next is going to be a boss rush mode. Boss rush mode is exactly what it sounds like, which is basically taking the bosses of Project T, supercharging them, and doing endless waves of boss after boss after boss. Next is going to be a grief mode, like COD Zombies. A lot of the inspiration is Zombies and Left 4 Dead, because those are like the best ones. But yeah, moving on. Oh, right, for those who don't know, grief is basically you versus another team versus the AIs. So you're trying to get the AIs to kill each other. Next is going to be a mode that is sort of like Killing Floor, where it's kind of similar to Zombies, where at the end of every round you get cash. Cash is used to upgrade and hold out as long as humanly possible. Then we're going to go with a player versus player mode, like Left 4 Dead, which is the sort of monsters controlled by, other players, which is a really fun thing that I really enjoyed in Dying Light and in the Left 4 Dead. Sort of be the monster type thing. And I was also thinking something that could be really fun as like a limited time event would be one that sort of goes into more like hunt showdown-y extraction shooter, where the bounties are, there's like a bunch of different bounties of like roaming bosses that can be taken down, but you also can take each other down to extract with the bounty. However, I think it'd be really cool if they all sort of had a roguelike, because shooters, in my opinion, are so good when they have elements like that, where there's progression through, your rewards, like battle passes, events, whatever, but also through, kind of like Zombies researching, like, augments and stuff. Like, that would be really, really cool. As well as unlocking guns, adding guns, that sort of thing. And I think supercharged weapons can also be cool. Like, I love wonder weapons, and I think that should be a staple. But even if they don't want to go that route, that's fine. And then finally, what I was imagining is a nightmare mode. Nightmare mode would basically be where every round you don't have health, right? You have to hold out and take as little damage as possible, because each round you're only going to be at that health. So you have to like practice your movement, get really good, and just try your best not to get hit, because if you get hit, there's permanent damage you will not be able to get rid of. But yeah, those have been the modes I've got for now. Next, we're going to be going over like how the bosses will work, how the survivors will play, guns, perks, and expanding more on these modes. I will do another video that will be expanding on these modes, like, gameplay-wise. But that's all I got for this one. If you'd like to like, comment, subscribe, delete stuff, I really appreciate you. Please share for a group chat, make fun of me always do video, and if you watch this point, comment Trapper, and let me know what you thought down below, what kind of things you would expect / want from Project T. Personally, what I would really be excited for is the COD Zombie style mode. I love that so much. That's like my go-to shooter every time when it comes to PvE. But as always, I've been Abby, and I'll see you next time. see his face cap.